health. Huh. So a little bit of 140 is not enough to sustain anything. So Life Leech itself might be a nice idea, but it doesn't work. The decoy totem itself also 8 seconds, but its health gets shredded within seconds. Let's put that on the secondary one. Herald of Ash stays up there. Alright, what do I do with Spell Echo? Like, I have to put it somewhere, don't I? Frost Wall is a nice idea, but to be honest, it doesn't work. It's level 18. Look at how fast I get it to level 18. Oh shit. So yeah, Herald of Ash. I need another red so I can support this with blood magic. But yeah, this will be, there we go. Damage change from 7 to, okay. It's a 1100 bonus. And this one is a 400 bonus. Very interesting. 400 bonus, 1000 bonus. Both together are of course a little higher than this. But just the Herald of Ash increases the damage more than the Herald of Ice. Interesting. Very interesting. When I get, let's say, Hatred on there too, I'm at 10,000. Very nice. But Hatred also works with physical damage. There's a physical conversion, there's also, and it starts up with 60% physical damage converted to cold damage. Okay, yeah, Life Leech, nice idea, but no. I wanted to utilize the decoy totem a little bit. Storm Call. Also almost finished. But no. Concentrated area of effect. Crit this one. Yeah, let's switch it around like so. Herald of Ice and Arctic Armor. What about the lightning one? That was like Herald of Thunder or something like this. There, yeah, there we go. Deals 1000 whatnot lightning damage. Cannot apply shock, of course not. The damage on top of it is a little iffy. Because it's just 66 base damage. The percentage, because of the physical damage, seems to weigh in stronger than the flat amount. Like, the flat amount is good in the early, when your total physical damage is very, very low, but the further you go to the late, then you could change this. Fascinating. What else we got? Stun support. Yeah, I want to keep the stun just so I can try to use it. Thing is, okay, stun is there. I could get rid of the faster casting, so I don't cast myself, but still would use the totems for it. So I need 2 reds up here. That may work. Then there's of course this 50% more damage here. 7-7. 9-3. Ooh, getting somewhere. And just because I want to be fast while casting, let's put it like so. The can still put the wall back there. Spell Totem Fork. Yeah, I could switch this with a Decoy Totem. Hypothermia, Spell Totem. Yeah, I don't really use the Decoy Totem, do I? Nice idea, but no. So... the idea is to manage the enemies, not with another totem. But let's just keep it there, for good measure. So... that might be it. Yeah, wait a second. Other buffs. But before we do... wait, City Square is done. No reason to go back there. Let's just go to Lily. See what she can offer. Buffs. The thing is, there are spells that actually boost yourself, and then there are spells that buff everything in the surrounding. Auras, so to speak. Okay. What am I looking for? Am I looking for like bonus physical damage? This is another conversion, like 50% of cold damage converted to fire damage. And 10% addition on that too. What's that? Okay, cannot be used with melee attacks. Oh, with melee weapons. Summons a totem which uses the supported skill. Good. Totem lasts for 8 seconds. That's the same. Cast speed and attack speed is also the same. Interesting. So, knockback and chance to knock enemies back on hit and increase knockback distance. That's sweet. Okay, let's look for stun. Just so... what's that one? Again, endurance charge when you stun an enemy with melee damage from supported skills. And there's the shield charge. And if a third attack with supported melee attacks deals ruthless blows, they deal more melee damage, more damage with bleeding and stuff. And have a base stun duration of 0.8 seconds. Nice. There's nothing with stun up here. And there's... ooh. Yeah, cast when stunned. This was the other nice idea I had. Stunned or block a stunning hit? What about hit? Oh, cast when stunned, curse on hit, decoy, incinerate, immolate. Then wait, what else we got? Cast on death. That's pretty shit. 100% chance to trigger a supported non-minion spell on that. Wait, you cannot cast supported triggerable spells directly. Huh. It cannot support skills used by totems because they die multiple times. Traps or mines, vial skills, and skills that reserve mana cannot be triggered. Sweet. Cast on critical strike. Support. You cannot cast. Supported attacks will trigger a supported spell when you crit an enemy, and they deal 20% more spell damage. All right. But it's only good if an additional skill has either some kind of like mechanical bonus, gives it like 20% more damage, let's say. Like it's either higher utility, so because you either trade a trigger gem for another support. Cast when damage taken. There we go. This gem can only support skill gems requiring or lower. Level 38 or lower. Yeah, what? But I think the threshold gets higher, does it? Anyway, supported skills deal 70% less damage. You cannot cast supported triggerable spells directly. Trigger supported spells when you take a total of so and so much damage. Nice. That would be all the time. There's a cooldown time of 0.25 seconds. Interesting. Alright, what about immune? Immunity, or like immortal? Immortal. There we go, call. This charges endurance charges, making the character invulnerable to physical damage for a short time. Proportional to how many endurance charges, da 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 da. Of course, it has a cooldown time of 3 seconds. Base duration is 0.4 seconds, so I get hit, and I use this. There's just a little issue with it. That is, I think I can't cancel the damage I take at the moment because I get hit. The hit and therefore also the damage trigger this. The damage has to happen first and then comes the immortal call. So the only thing you could do is use the on crit strike or something. Or like on blocking or something like this. You cannot cast supported triggerable spells directly. Did it cast while channeling? Might be. Actually there, this one with channeling keeps you safe. 50% chance to trigger supported skills when you are stunned or block a stunning hit. Yeah, that could work. While being stunned. Cast on melee kill. Damage taken. Cast on damage taken. Let's see what damage taken can be used for. Cast on. Not exhaust. Cast on damage taken. Where is it? Cast when damage taken. There we go. So trigger gem. Like all trigger gems, cast with damage taken. Only cast spells, attack gems such as double strike, damage counter and cooldown. Each laying spell gains an initial damage counter that tracks the total accumulated damage taken from hits, though not from damage over time. Multiple copies of the same gem share cooldowns, meaning if two of them are the same, the cast when damage taken gem itself does not have its own counter or cooldown. Trigger order. Trigger gems on their linked skills are cast in a certain order. Yeah. Damage effectiveness, targeting totems. Totems cast when damage taken can't be used with totems, of course. Targeted spells, now I'm not interested in those. Damage effectiveness. The damage effectiveness increases with level, but so does the damage taken per cast. Overall, the amount of damage that needs to be taken per damage effectiveness goes up at higher the gem levels. The optimum is a level 2 gem, which requires 1000. Whoa, that's interesting. A level 2 gem already needs 1400 damage. Wow. Like, come on. A level 2 gem, which requires 1442 damage taken per 100% damage effectiveness. In comparison, a level 20 gem requires 3057 damage taken per 100% damage effectiveness. So there's the Frost Wall to block enemies. Arctic Breath to create ice grind. Lightning Warp to escape. Could backfire. Yeah, of course. Curses. Some blind support. Chance to flee. Culling via Culling Strike at a time. Skill that causes many hits. Interesting. So, yeah, I wanted to get some other supports that might be useful for these. Herald of Ash. Yeah, something with like, let's go for cold. Yeah, resist. Wait, what? Yeah, penetrate 18% cold resistance. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I think I can do a lot with this. But do I have map penetration? No, I only have like multiple projectiles, which I don't use. Then... Okay, Ice Blade support skills have 15% chance to freeze. And have a 50% chance to gain a frenzy charge on killing a frozen enemy. Okay, that doesn't happen against bosses. Of course, more damage. And multiple bonus damages per frenzy charge. Sweet. A multitude of spells are do have cold damage on it. Sweet. Or something that benefits this. Elemental hit. Standard attack with any weapon that adds damage of a random element. Can deal 1 to 13 base lightning damage, chance to freeze, shock, and ignite. Nice one. What else we got? Main stuff, then we have chance to freeze, shock, and ignite. Elemental ailments. Vortex, no. Minions with the resistance. But yeah, physical stuff. Physical res distance. No. There we go. Elemental resistance, but nothing about physical resistance. So I'm looking for physical damage reduction. Damage reduction. Golem grants 3% additional physical damage reduction. Neat. Oh wait, let's see how that one actually levels up. Maybe I should take this golem instead. Physical damage reduction. Let's see what we have here. There's the Flash Binder. You and your minions have 1% additional physical damage reduction for each zombie. And we got 20% increased areas of effect you and minions have. You and minions. 4%. It's always like 4%. Okay, but that one adds up. Okay. Aura, you cast grant plus 1% physical damage reduction to you and allies. Totems have 8% additional physical damage reduction. Okay. And another 8%. Looks like that's it. Interesting. And then there's a standard passive tree, which is Soul of Steel. 30% increased armor, 5% to all elemental resistance, and 4 additional physical damage reduction. Where's the Soul of Steel? But I was actually hoping for a gem. Okay, wait a second. Endurance charges? Yes. Soul of Steel? Okay. Oak Band reward? Oh. And summon Chaos Golem, which goes from 0 to 10%. No, wait a second. This was the character size. But the Golem grants 3 to 4% additional physical damage reduction. Yeah, really. Between level 1 and 20, it's a difference of just 1%. That's great. Just great. So, what about the oak buff? Where's the damage reduction? Come on. 2% additional physical damage reduction. Could help. Interesting. Maybe I should get a Chaos Golem. Okay, what about the Ice Golem there? God, Golems grant 29% increased accuracy and increased critical strike chance. And of course it has some higher life on it. Iffy. There's something about a shield. Shield charge. Reckoning, molten shell, shield charge. Trigger the skill when you block. You cannot use this attack directly. Okay. Then we got Blood Rage. You take 4% of your maximum life per second as physical damage. You take 4% of your maximum energy shield per second as physical damage. 25% chance to gain a frenzy charge on kill. It's above the deals physical damage over time while increasing 1.2% of attack physical damage leeches life. Increase attack speed. I take maximum Is it really supposed to be that good? Killing an enemy while this buff is active refreshes the buff duration and can grant a frenzy charge. But you take so much life per second as physical damage. That's not cool. It's like Righteous Fire. Tempest Shield. Deals damage, additional block chance. Great, this kills me. Nope. Discipline. You and nearby allies gain additional... Wait a second, I have that one, right? Right. Then we got the Race Spectre and stuff. Nope. Nothing that important. Oh yeah, then there was the bonus spell damage on the affixes. So what do we go for? Like PoE affix, something like this. I'm looking for energy shield body armor. And where's the spell damage? Is there even spell damage? I don't think so. Nope, there's like maximum life, energy shield, mana. That's it. And reflects physical damage taken on melee. And we got some regeneration on the suffix. That's it. Okay, that's that. Then we got the one-handed. Let's go for wands. With... Come on, spell damage. There we go. Maximum 79. Fire damage also. It's always 79, so why make a difference between like lightning damage and spell damage at all? Like even the minimum level is the same. The damage difference is also the same. 75 to 79. It's either fire, lightning, or cold. It's the same stuff. There's not even a differentiation between the damage types. Same number for all three of those. Then we got the added damage. Yeah, the added damage is different, but the percentage is the same. There's no difference between increased spell damage and increased fire, lightning, and cold damage on a one-handed wand. Fascinating. Oh, and... Wait a second. Is there... Huh. Interesting. There's like spell damage as a prefix, and fire damage, lightning damage, and cold damage can also be suffixes. That's really shitty. The suffix is also not that strong, but at least it does... Okay, it's 50% of the strength there. But still, really iffy. Anyway. Which area was it? Haunted Mansion. Do I have the Haunted Mansion? No, it takes a little while. Perfect. So we are still going for another city square? No, I want to go for more armories or something. Maybe ramparts? Yeah. Let's go with this. In magic also. Addition projectiles? Yeah, I can do that. It's not the easiest, but at least the reduction is not that great. Reset _ exp. Ooh, goody. 12,000 bloody damage, that's awesome. Really awesome. There's just one issue. I don't cast that fast. Need faster casting on it. Where is it? Can't even see it. There we go. Come on. Yeah, 28% still.
Hello.
Yeah, I could at least try to make this into a 5-link or so. Let's do this. 2. 3, 2. The wrong ones. There's a 4. Look at this, 4. Ugh. Another one of those. Another 4. Another one. Uh-oh. Okay, when I'm like down to the last. Another one, another one, another one, another one, another one, another one. Another one, another one, another one, Oh, come on, 2 threes. Okay, how many more? Not that many, okay. Can try a few more times. Come on. Okay. 4, 2, 3. Oh yeah, okay, we got a 5-link finally. So let's just keep it at that. Oh yeah. Okay. Next up, of course, is the coloration. So what I do need is 2 reds at least. There we go. And there's 1... nice. If there's discipline on it, I need 2 reds on the line. Come on. Come on! Okay, 3 more times and then we just craft it. There we go. Perfect. So, yeah, I need of course this done. Glacial Cascade is the first skill. Then there will be the... what is it? Spell Totem support, which goes over here. Then there will be the... what? That's only efficacy. Wasn't used before, was it? Okay. More spell damage, more damage over time, increased damage over time. It's nice to have, but no. Discipline is the other skill that can be put there. More AoE, more crit. Good. This is still... oh, Sockitude. 6,900. Not that... oh wait, I did not use Herald of Ash this time. With the first one, Vortex. Yeah, let's just put that up here. Good. This will be... where's Hatred? There we go. Hatred, this will be the Vortex again. And we have 9,000. And something of 10,000 damage. Good. Very good. Herald of Ash. What if I increase its quality? What would happen there? Herald of Ash quality. So, Herald of Ash. Increased fire damage. Okay, 0.75 for 20. That means I get times 10, 7% times 2, 14% bonus fire damage. Pretty sweet. Which would result in a bonus of 50 and half of it, so it's 75 bonus fire damage. Not that great, but okay. At least now there's some burning damage happening. I even try
A wall is
to
the
utilize...
surest sign for raiders that there is something of value to take.
Yeah, what was it? Yeah, I could even try to... come on. Yeah, I could even try to use all the 3 heralds. Lightning, cold, and thunder again. Actually, yeah, I could do that. I just have to place the 3rd one. No, wait a second. I have to put hatred next to the blood magic. Or should I put a herald next to the blood magic? I don't even know. There was a map dropping. I just heard it. No, okay, it was the silver coin. Map sounds different. But it made another distinct sound. Nice. The thing is, bosses cannot be stunned, so having the stun on it might not be the better solution. So instead of stunning next to bosses, I could go for, let's say... yeah, what could I go for? I could just go for more damage, some penetration, so I need to... thing is, stunning is red, and penetration for the cold damage is green. And if I have, like, different types of damage, that's not going to work well. Definitely not that great. Okay. That means I have to change... I have to change the skill tree again. It looks really... if you walk fast enough over the map, through the patches, you really see that there's just an image in the background with some kind of like distortion map on top of it. Ooh, okay, Chateau.
My mana is spent.
Okay, what do I want to do now? I want to level up. I also have to try to not get killed by anything unreasonable. Oi, oi. The thing is, like, most of the builds just focus on defense. Like, the passive tree itself is mostly defense and movement speed. And all of this is on the bottom side of the skill tree. There's just a little bit of energy shield, but that doesn't really do that much, does it? You could just reduce, like, yeah, chaos and ocular chaos damage with that card. But if I would do this, then I think I won't be able to use the blood magic support gem. That would backfire dramatically. The leap slam was nice, and yeah, the leap slam might even be the best movement skill because of its practicality. There we go. Practicability. Something with practical. Yeah, so yeah, what was I? The defense comes from the passive tree, and the offense comes from the weapon, and the... I think if the offense comes from the weapon, it mostly does, like, form of bonus spell damage, or more cast speed, or like attack speed, or just raw physical damage. which is interesting. That makes physical oriented builds. I don't really know if they really are superior or not, or just my imagination, but it's difficult to get something else in comparison. Okay, wait a second. Spells itself don't have a weapon they take the base damage from. They have, like, let's say some blue spells here, they have a flat amount of damage. They don't convert physical damage. But that also means that there's a certain minimum physical amount that just grows and grows and grows. And because of the skill, it can reach even higher heights. Might be okay with melee skills and everything because it's tanky. But it just comes into place too nicely. Come on, look at this. Oh. The delay between the summon and the attack is just too great. The totem gets destroyed quicker than it actually can use its first cast. If that happens, that's not good. Its biggest strength is the fact that it still summons a few seconds after you've summoned it. But it has to come to that. If it doesn't, no benefit for the totem. And if the... yeah, it's only good if you try to draw out the fight a little bit. They're already dead? Okay. There he is. Ooh. Look at that. Insane. 1, 2, 3, and they're dead. Okay, otherwise it would be too overpowered for the totems. Do 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 do. There we go. This one also stays there for 8 seconds, but good. Ooh. What the fuck just happened? Memory fragment. Ooh. Ooh. Nice. Give the memory fragment to Xana. Look at that. Finally, something interesting happened. Something different. And also, like, it might just be that the boss fight was far too easy. Wait, 2 one-handed weapons. What do I need? 2 rings, yes. Amulet, yes. Belt, yes. Shoes, hands, yes. Helmet, same. 2 weapons. So I'm going for like this one and this one. The rest can be sold, and then I can finish this recipe.
Let me tell you.
Oh, nice. Energy shield on it. Anyway. Ooh, a golden machine was found broken in the ruins of Rayclaws. Believing it to contain some dark infernal secret, High Templar Venarius asked that I restore it and weaponize whatever power it might contain. Oh yeah. So, Yeah, so this, put all of that in here. That's a quest one. Oh, Chito, bloody Chito. Chito, Chito! It's like a pigeon or something like this. Like a chicken. That's the one. Huh. Life armor goes down there. Good. And the borrows. Borrows. I got 2 borrows. So let's take this borrow and this borrow, place them close together. And then I can take the courtyard, put it, let's just keep it like so. And talk to Xana.
I've not been entirely honest. I'd suspected my father was involved in all of this. Now this memory fragment proves his engagement in ways I hadn't anticipated. I'm sorry for keeping the truth from you. I was worried that had you known the truth, you would not have followed me into this nightmare. Let's start over. I need your help. My memory is cloudy, but I'll tell you all I can recall. When I was a child, my father and we were separated. I was told he was lost to that unearthly realm when the Atlas closed and the men who feared it took it apart. I spent my whole life trying to track down its pieces and repair his machine. A few years ago, I did just that. But now that we've found him, something is not right. My father was a kind, temperate man, a good person, and a loving human being. Nothing like that thing you just saw. Please, take this. I found it while exploring. Hopefully it'll smooth things over. And if you continue to help me, I'll promise I'll find a way to make it all worth your while.
Interesting. Now, what is this? Upgrades a tier 1 map on the Atlas by 5 tiers. Shape us all. Ooh.
This thing. It appears to have been feeding on my father's memories. Should it eat its fill, he will be merely a hollowed out husk. A wraith and nothing more. Unless, if we were to locate more of these memory fragments, then perhaps we could restore his mind to him and free him from this nightmare. This other creature complicates things, however. It is alien, yet to me it seems somehow familiar, like a bad dream once forgotten. All I remember is a sense of malevolent dread. It must be stopped, whatever it is. It seems to bleed decay into the surrounding areas. If that voracious mold that grows from its very shadow were to ever find its way into Oriath or Rayclast, we cannot let that happen.
Good. Ooh, additional info. Okay, now tell me more about the Shaper.
It's all a blur. My father was the chief Archon for High Templar Venarius, a cruel and pernicious ruler. Venarius wished to hold the world ransom with his occult relics from the rubble of Rayclast. He believed they could venerate him even higher in his status. My father was forced to experiment on the map device for him, in hopes that he would uncover some kind of weapon. I don't need to tell you that my father found something worthy of attention. And instead of handing it over, he made sure its power could not be misused. A surety that cost him his freedom, and me, my childhood.
Interesting. And the Elder?
It appears my father encountered this Elder sometime before his entrapment in its lair. Many of his most recent diaries make reference to the creature and his learnings around it. There wasn't much, just second-hand myths from the research journals of the Watchers of Decay. One concept, however, came up time and time again. This Elder is not a lord unto itself. It serves a greater master, or a greater purpose. I'm unsure. It's confusing. Both my father and the Watchers refer to the Elder as coming from the nothing, while also being a carrier for the nothing. There are also mentions of an unholy desire to spoil and decay. Perhaps it all relates somehow to those fungal growths we've seen in the maps.
Maybe. But how many fungal growths have I seen there anyway? Not that many. Okay, what about the victims?
I've been doing more research into the Elder and its battle with the Watchers of Decay. It's truly mortifying the things they've endured at the creature's hands. These Watchers, they were all parents. It seems the Elder prefers its prey young. These men and women fought tooth and nail to avenge their children, perhaps even succeeding for a time. But the Elder has been free for the better part of 2 decades. It's